Alright guys, so I know this is a bit of a surprise, but I have actually decided to go ahead and 100% the AGL Family Kamehameha Gohan. Now this is a bit of a gamble, but there's a couple reasons I'm doing it. Now number one, Broly's Extreme Z Awakening is out right now, and I like to try and get as far as I can in those, and this Gohan is a top tier unit for that event. So really, outside of when I'm 100%ing like, Dokkan Fest exclusives, like, I don't know, Jiren or something, right? I would also like to prioritize, saving my orbs for units that will benefit me in the Extreme Z Awakening events, because obviously they're so much fun and they can also be so difficult at the same time. Plus, this Gohan, the Goten, and the Goku, which we can see all three on that picture right there, they all are about to get an Extreme Z Awakening very, very soon. So I'm thinking, like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go ahead and rainbow him. Hopefully he gets a substantial buff from his Extreme Z Awakening. I think I'm actually probably going to do a video, and that might actually end up going up before this one, where I kind of speculate and talk about what the Extreme Z Awakening event for all three of these guys could be like, how powerful they might become, etc., etc., etc. Because I know there's two different categories that could be the weakness here. Movie Boss or even Majin Buu Saga. So we'll see. But let's go ahead and 100% this guy. He's very good. He's been very good for a long time. I think the one thing that does hold him back, though, is his links. Like, not having Prepare for Battle, like, does definitely hurt this guy. And he doesn't have Prepare for Battle, so that is a shame. So, boom, there we go. Gohan is now 100%ed. So, let's go ahead and hop into an event now and test this guy out. Alright guys, so it is nice that Broly's Extreme Z Awakening event is live right now, because it certainly does make it a lot easier to find Ultimate Gohan friends, so I can actually do videos on the Hybrid Saiyan category team, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at this Family Kamehameha Gohan right now. So this is Unyielding Kamehameha Super Saiyan Gohan team. His leader skill is all types attack 40%. Now, I have no idea what they're going to do with his leader skill after he's Extreme Z Awakened. I mean, maybe they just give him, like, all types attack 100%. Like, best case scenario, like, if they made him, like, Super Vegito, like, just like what Super Saiyan 3 Goku got, that would be cool. Or even just, like, maybe, like, AGL Key 3 and then AGL types 50%. Something like that could be helpful for people in Dokkan Battlefield 2.0. So that right now is what I'm leaning towards. I wish they would do, but like we'll see if that's actually like the route that they choose to go with. So his super attack is the Family Kamehameha. There's several different things they could do with this. They could just raise it to immense. I would say the number one thing I'd like them to do is just to raise it to immense. That would be fine. Super attack, Family Kamehameha, deals immense damage to enemy. Boom, done. I would think more likely could be they would give him like supreme damage and then maybe greatly raise his attack for one turn. Maybe he just will raise his attack. Many Gohan units in the game do raise attack. So maybe, supreme damage to enemy and raise his attack, and it could kind of be like a permanent stack throughout the fight. They could just give him something shitty like lower defense, which I hope they don't do. But there's a lot of different options they could go with these units. Another thing to think about is if they're Extreme Z Awakening these units, maybe we'll get some sort of new, incredibly difficult Broly event like back in the day, and these guys will be top tier for that event. That could be cool. Alright, so his passive is Total Resolve, which is disable Rampage, and then attack 90% when performing a super attack. So, the fact that it is when performing a super attack does mean it will deal additional damage, because it will factor in links and support type passives, so that's very good. Disables Rampage, that's just for Broly's, Dokkan Fest events. Now, in terms of what it could change to, I think it could very much go to attack 120% when performing a super attack. I think that would be very good. Maybe they think that's too high. Maybe they'll just buff it to 100% when performing a super attack. Maybe, like, he'll get 100% when performing a super attack, and then 50% defense at the start of turn. Something along those lines I think is realistic. I'm not. Alright, he'll go to attack 150% at the start of turn or something, like I'm trying to be realistic with it. The Extreme Z Awakenings usually the best value like you get for these units is the fact that their stats will go up by quite a lot. So I could see this Gohan getting up to 16,000 attack, 17,000 attack, which just that alone will cause him to hit much harder. Now, we'll get to the weak point of this unit, which is his links. He has Blazing Battle, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, and Shattering Limit. If this guy, after he Extreme Z Awakened, if he would get prepared for battle, that would catapult this guy into being a top tier unit. I don't think they're going to do that, though, because they didn't do that for Broly's Extreme Z Awakening, but fuck. Like, if they, like, because this guy has 6 links, and the OG Legendary Super Saiyan Broly had 6 links as well. If they gave both of them prepare for battle, man, that would be so huge, but they didn't want to do it, which is a shame. His 12 key multiplier is 135%. That's a little low. That could be another place that they could buff him, but they have not yet changed a 12 key multiplier for any Extreme Z Awakening unit, so it's very, very unlikely to happen. And then last 2 things, he does have 2 categories. Hybrid Saiyan category, and he's also on the Majin Buu art category. Now, I would say the categories for him are roughly exactly the same. The leader skills are the same, and even a lot of the units I'm choosing to use are the same, right? Like, we're bringing Goten, the family Kamehameha Goten, who's also getting an Extreme Z Awakening. We're bringing him for a linking partner, and then the Super Saiyan 2 Adult Gohan, he's also on the Buu category arc. So, like, there's, like, basically the main units I'm bringing to support this Gohan would be on either team, so I could use either team. I guess the one value would be that Ultimate Gohan is a better unit than Physical Super Vegito if you're not going to be running them on rotation, right? Like, Ultimate Gohan can still easily contribute with his 50% defensive buff that he'll give. That'll be very nice. And then, of course, if you're able to super attack, he has that 120%. But Physical Super Vegito, if you're not running him on rotation, he won't have a chance to build up his passive. Frequently, enemies will attack the first 2 slots more than the last spot. So it really significantly decreases the value he will bring to the team. Okay, so this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect right here so far. I actually wanted to... let me see. What's max orbs? We'll do that. We'll give him the int orbs. What I had wanted to do was get the Gohan and Goten on a rotation together, because they share, I think they share completely the same links, right? Do they have the exact same link set? Yeah, I believe so. Hold on, let me just double check this. Oh, yep. Yeah, their link set is exactly the same, so completely activating all of Gohan's links will be very beneficial, like showcasing him off and all that. So how much damage will Gohan take from Tobo here? This will be interesting. He'll take 48. Okay, so Tobo is able to hit decently hard in this first stage. I like what they did with Jiren's Dokkan event. I know many people are disappointed that the full power version of Jiren, you know, without the shirt, is not in the game, but I do think we will see him eventually. So Gohan, one of his weaknesses, right, is the fact that he does not have prepare for battle, but that's why this Goten is actually a pretty solid partner, because he's going to open up key paths for Gohan as well. So attacks at 832,000. That's a little lower than I would have liked, but it is only a 130% attack lead. I did test out the Gohan in Broly's Extreme Z Awakening event. I was testing him out with a when he was at 99%, and he was quite effective in there. So at the very least, in terms of how good he is going to be in Broly's Extreme Z Awakening, he's worth it. And, like, you know, I've done this a few times now. Like, I decided to 100% Tapion because of how useful he was in Super Saiyan 3 Goku's Extreme Z Awakening. I'm probably going to be, you know, as these events come out, to try and get as high as possible in them, which is also nice because I do get a lot of extra Zenny at the same time. I'll be 100%ing units who could really help me. Another unit I actually gave some potential to some buffs, who I've never really used much, is Super Saiyan 3 Trunks. I actually also decided to give him... Okay, so, yeah, we'll do this. Okay, this is pretty good. So we're going to have all of Gohan's links active, plus the 35% buff from this Super Saiyan 2 Adult Gohan. So what are we going to get here? Over 1 million. Okay, that's the thing. Once you get a unit over 1 million damage, like, they're good. That's fine. Like, I remember I was talking with my boy Alex, the Gaming Claw, and I told him that I had 100%ed AGL Bojack, and he was like, yikes! And I was like, okay, guess what his attack stat was? And Quam, he had said like 700,000 or something. I was like, nah, it got up to like 1.3 million. He said, oh, okay then. Because like that's the thing, like once you can get over 1 million, I would say for a lot of units that aren't like, you know, LRs, that's really like all you can ask for. Like you get above 1 million, you're sitting pretty. So I'm okay with the Gohan if he could touch 1 million most of the time. And again, if like he had a category that was 150% or even the Dream 170%, he most definitely would be able to easily break 1 million damage. The only thing though is he does have a lot of attack links that we're activating with Goten here. And he's still only, you know, just barely squeaking above 1 million. So that I guess that could be a bit of a concern. Here, we'll do this. Yeah, with Goten, here's the other cool thing. With Goten around, all the rainbow orbs on the field, it does make it very easy to super attack. Hopefully Jiren, yes, okay, perfect. We wanted Jiren to super attack Gohan at the start there because, of course, he's an AGL unit. 45k, that's pretty good because Jiren obviously hits crazy hard. Like, if that's not an AGL unit right there or a unit that's 100% in the dupe system, you know, Jiren can super and do, like, 150k damage. He is a very, very strong enemy. Also, we do have Ultimate Gohan on the rotation as well, building up his defense. That is another thing for me to consider. 12,000 for Ultimate Gohan, that's a lot. Well, that Ultimate Gohan might not have a lot of dupes in him. Ooh, okay. Alrighty then. So LR Trunks and Goten, and then LR Gohan. This is a pretty good rotation that I like to play around with sometimes. Hey, Jiren, let's see how you do against the kids, my boy. Fuck, seeing these two, I really wish they were in the Tournament of Power. Like, because they decided to just fuck over, like, Krillin, Piccolo, and Master Roshi. Well, no, Master Roshi got his shine in Tournament of Power, actually. Excuse me. But Tien, Krillin, and Piccolo, they just said, fuck y'all. Y'all can eat dicks. You're not going to do jack shit. Like, they might as well just have brought Trunks and Goten. Like, you know, I like Krillin being there, but you swap out Krillin and Tien for Trunks and Goten, and I think the Tournament of Power gets a little bit more exciting. I'm just saying. Like, I liked the way they included them, but they just didn't do them justice, which was a shame. I actually think I'm going to go ahead and use an Icarus here, just because I can't hide Goten. The fact that I can't hide Goten, it makes me slightly concerned. I would rather he not just get, you know, ass blasted here by Jiren. So I think I will use one Icarus. One Icarus just to be on the safe side. You know, this is the cost of, you know, one of these showcases. Like, normally with an Hybrid Saiyan team, like, I could just blast through the event, like, no items used, with the full power Hybrid Saiyan team. I think so. Yeah, well, because LR Trunks would take some good amount of damage from Jiren. But, okay, yeah, see, like, Goten getting supered, that would be very bad. Goten, because he's only, I have him like 2% in the dupe system or something like that. I haven't given him substantial dupe system buffs at all. That Goten, he could actually be quite intriguing after his Extreme Z Awakening as well. Like, they really could make him, like, turn into a beast. Like, if they gave that Goten, like, he still changes orbs, but then he just gets, like, an attack 90% buff or something like that, he's going to be a really damn solid unit to have. Or I think what could be even better would be if they gave him, like, here, I'll go ahead and use an item just to keep my rotation in check, whatever. If they actually gave him, like, a defensive buff, I think that would be a lot better for that Goten, actually, than if they would increase his offensive capabilities. Because, you know, that Goten, I feel as though he is kind of, like, more of a defensive type unit. Like, well, I don't want to say defensive, but he's a support type unit, right? An orb changer. That's what orb changers are. So, to give him defense so that basically he just cover his own ass and not, you know, be exposed. Like, on that rotation, I used an Icarus. Oh, fuck. Just because I wasn't so sure that he'd be able to tank all that damage from Jiren. But, like, you know, if he had a defensive buff and he'd just be able to eat that, that would be really cool. Alright, so, Trunks, Goten. Let's see what y'all fuckers got with a Dokkan attack. And the answer is 1.5 million. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now watch LR Gohan work. LR Gohan, watch him do more, even though he doesn't have a Dokkan attack, because that's just what the fuck LR Gohan does, my boy. Oh, 1 million. No, he didn't get higher, but, you know, he did 1 million. All right, and then Ultimate Gohan should finish it out. So there we go, guys. You know, we have the family Kamehameha. You're going to finish him off, right? Yeah. Family, Kamehameha Gohan at 100% in the dupe system. So now, with this done, I will see how far I could get in Broly's Extreme Z Awakening. I probably could get close to 80 or like 70 or 80, I'm sure. We'll see like if I would need to start bringing like 2 LR Trunks and Goten friends. But the fact that I have my own LR Trunks and Goten should make it quite sufficient for the most part. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you for the Broly Extreme Z Awakening videos. Later, guys.